Hello, welcome back to SDS. Today's the first time I'm actually playing away from home today. Usually I'm filming in my studio, but I'm away because I'm here with Mr. Rio Ferdinand. What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
You
You
good?
good?
Yeah, I'm good,
Good to
man.
be here, man. Good to finally get on.
No, well, it's good for me to be here. I'm in your studio.
The last time I saw you, I think it was in a train station.
It was on the train.
Innit?
You remember that?
Yeah.
I came up to him on the train. So I think I was coming back from Manchester. I don't know where I was coming from. I was in Manny for some reason, and I was coming back, and then someone was on the train, like a woman went past, and I think she was on the phone to her son saying, Rio Ferdinand's on the train. And I was like, I've met him before once, but obviously he knows Chunks. I don't know if he knows who I am. I'm going to go say hi to him. I'll say, hey, I'm Sharky. I do a podcast and stuff. And the fact that you remember is it's cool.
It's good.
Yeah, that was the last time I saw you. But now, thank you for inviting me to your studio.
No problem.
We're going to play a game that we usually do on SDS. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you for Rio for letting me in. Vibe with 5, which is Rio's channel, is back on Monday the 14th of August.
Yeah.
Okay, so make
loads
sure
of
you
new
guys are
guests, loads of new footballers, past and present, superstars from across the world. Tune in every single Monday, 5 p.m.
Will I be one of the guests?
Yeah, man. Come on. We do debates. Who do you support?
Arsenal. Bro.
I know. No. Maybe you can come on then. No, we debate. One of our guys, Joel Bayer, we do he's a mad Arsenal fan.
Yeah, I see it. I feel like Joel needs some backup sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
he does.
And I could be that guy to back him up.
Yeah,
we could be like a dream team.
What are you with him on a lot of these shouts?
I say more. Okay, 65% of stuff I'm with him, so that's more than half, which is good for because sometimes us fellow Gooners don't get along.
Yeah, you're a mad
different
bunch.
sectors.
Mad bunch.
Exactly. So the fact that I'm with him for most of his stuff, it's pretty good.
Okay.
But what I want to do is what we've done quite a lot on the channel is we've done like a combined 11 of like different things where I'd get like a Chelsea fan on, we'll do a combined 11 of Arsenal, Chelsea, or any club.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because you're a Man United legend, I want to do a combined 11 of Arsenal, Man United. I haven't prepared anything because I want it to be just off the dome, me, you debate, go back and forth. But do you want to do current teams? So it's kind of like maybe going into new season, combined 11, or do you want to do like the last decade or something?
I reckon current,
Current? Yeah, I think current's we just played preseason.
Yeah.
You guys beat us.
Beat you.
I know, I was there. I was there in New Jersey. I know it wasn't
2-0, was it 2-0?
yeah.
Okay.
I was literally right. I was there in New Jersey
You're
working. I'm just getting over it now, bro. But okay, we'll do current. Okay, we'll try and make it as fair as possible. But you got to fight your side. I got to fight my side.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. All right. So what's interesting now is the keepers, because both our keepers are like known for their ball playing ability. Both pretty good shot stoppers. Yours is obviously brand new to your club, so I don't know how much of him you've seen. I know I haven't seen much of him outside of like Champions League football and things like that, but Onana versus Ramsdale. Who would you put in the combined 11 between the two?
Onana.
Why? Because he's United or because...
No, because his resume tells me that he's ahead of Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale's been a huge signing for Arsenal. I think he's been... you've needed a goalkeeper that you can rely upon for a number of years now. He's been consistent last season. You're right. I think his all-round game's very good. He's good with his feet. He makes big saves at times. But prior to coming to Arsenal, he hasn't had the exposure in big games and big moments to be able to really go. He's going to be ahead of Onana.
That's what's going to be interesting now because he's about to play his first season in the Champions League, whereas Onana just came from playing in the Champions League final. So you're right. Experience isn't there, but sometimes it's not always about experience. I would agree with you. I think Onana edges it because I was at the Champions League final. Even though they lost, he was unbelievable. Ramsdale, I think, is class, and I think he's only getting better. I think Ramsdale's obviously a bit younger as well than Onana as well, which could be pretty good. And he could be England's #1 goalkeeper very soon. You never know. At the next Euros, at the next World Cup.
If buts and maybes.
If buts and maybes, hey. We'll give Onana to you, but I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, Onana, 1.
The reason I'm giving you Onana because I feel confident for the rest of the team.
Okay.
That's why I'm giving Onana. Okay, cool. We're going to go with the back four. We're going to start right back. You guys, who you put forward? Wan-Bissaka, Dalot?
Either of them, I think, getting above your right back.
We got Timber now.
Yeah, but
Timber or White?
Timber's a centre back.
Yeah, but he could play right back. I think he's going to play right back for us.
You think he's going to play right back?
I think he'll play right back for us. I think Timber's playing right back for us.
I don't know him as a right back, so I'd play the
Ben
Man
White.
United one. No, he's not better than the 2 right backs at Man United. He ain't.
I'm going to have a difficult day.
He ain't.
Ben White last season, I think bar Trippier was the best right back in the Premier League last season.
We didn't watch Cole Walker.
Cole Walker didn't play the whole season. John Stones was starting right back a lot of the time. They were playing 4 centre backs across the back.
Was he better than John Stones then?
John Stones, but his play coming
It
in.
is. I'm hearing a lot of.
He was playing inverted. Yeah, actually, he was like at right back. Outside Trippier, I think Ben White was the best right back last season.
No, not for me. Sorry, I thought Ben White was solid, but like, that's it. He done what he had to do for Arsenal, which is good. I think he's been, but I think that's that one area in their team you look at and you go, there's room for a lot of improvement there if they're going to be a side that's going to challenge more.
But who you put forward, Wan-Bissaka or Dalot? Because that's going to be interesting to this debate. Because I think if you combine Wan-Bissaka and Dalot, that's a perfect right back.
Yeah, you have a great right back.
You know, that's a perfect right back. Going forward, tackling defensively, but you got to pick one.
Who played more games last season for them? Man United.
I feel like it was
Dalot.
It was Dalot. No, it was Dalot. I feel like it was Dalot towards the start and then Wan-Bissaka towards the end.
I'll go Dalot.
I think Ben White beats Dalot, man. Even Timber beats Dalot.
Ben White may be better defensively, but with the ball, Dalot's much better than him.
Facts. So we've got to pick one.
I'm going to go
Dalot. If we're doing going into next season, so Command 11 going into next season, you're putting forward probably Wan-Bissaka, right? I'll put forward Timber, because that's who's probably going to play next season.
I haven't seen Timber play right back though. That's the problem. So I can't. Do you want Timber? You want Timber?
The thing is,
I'll let you have Timber. Go on. You can have Timber.
You give me Timber.
Yeah, go on. You have Timber.
Yes. All right, cool. It's 1-1. Going centre backs now. This is going. I feel I want to get one each, but I'm still going to debate this. We're going to go Saliba versus Varane and Gabriel versus Lisandro Martinez.
The easiest one is Martinez.
That's what I think you'll get.
I think Martinez goes in.
But I want Saliba, and we can call it even.
You want Saliba over Varane? So you would...
Gabriel, actually, to be fair, Gabriel Magalhaes is probably our better centre back last season. So if I'm giving you Lisandro, Joel's stressed behind.
No way. Saliba was your best defender. I heard Gabriel Jesus done an interview the other day saying that when Saliba got injured, that's when it all went wrong.
Yeah, the timeline shows, but also, I'm not saying Saliba was unbelievable last season, but
Saliba's the best.
He was still conceding goals.
Saliba's the best defender you've got.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm saying last season, I feel like especially...
So you'd put Saliba over Varane?
Yeah.
But
today, right
but
now,
yes.
You
know that Saliba was probably 4th or 5th choice for France.
Yeah, but that's different.
Varane was first choice.
But international football, things are different. The Harry Maguire starts for England, boy, he doesn't even start for the club we're talking about right now. So it's like international football's different.
No, but it's
different. All about who the managers trust.
Yeah,
Saliba's new.
But he doesn't start for Man United, Maguire. Varane starts for Man United and France when he was available.
Upamecano started for France. Saliba and Konate are both better than him. So international is different. I feel like we'll go Saliba and Lisandro Martinez. Are you trying to go Varane and Martinez? You're trying to take both?
If you're just talking about an individual player, Varane's better than Saliba right now.
If we're talking about
Saliba's got a couple of years worth of form to show before he even gets mentioned in the same bracket as a man like Varane. 5 Champions Leagues, you know.
Yeah, but I get it. So you're going off like all of their career, everything. I'm going off.
No, I'm going
right
off.
now. Going to next season, combined 11 going to next season.
When Varane's fit, I'd play Varane over Saliba. I'm sorry, I would. I'm
Saliba
sorry.
Playing at his best football right now.
But Varane playing at his best football right now. When you're saying they're both at their ceilings right now, and you went, they're going to be at their best. Varane's still ahead of Saliba. Don't forget, Saliba's had one season.
I know. But
and he's been good. He's done unbelievably well. I think he's the best centre back and best defender, full stop, at Arsenal. He is. But I don't think you can say, if you're going to pick an 11 and you're going to say they're both playing at their best, which is what you said, who do you take? You can't say you'll take Saliba over Varane still.
Okay, you gave me the right back position. Varane is a legend. I'll give you Varane and Lisandro, but at left back, we're going Zinchenko. I'm not arguing that.
Over Shaw?
Why are you laughing?
Over Luke Shaw? Nah, bro, come on. Nah, you can't.
Even last season, Zinchenko was better, I think. See, this one usually on the podcast, there's 4 of us. I get backup. You know, right now,
you got backup in the room.
Case.
You got
Joel's
backup.
Here saying,
Joel's over there. Would you take Zinchenko over Shaw? You're an Arsenal man.
He said, yeah.
You would.
I would. I would have put Saliba.
He would have fought Saliba harder.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, but I gave him Saliba because I thought you.
just do the thing.
Joel's stressed in the back.
Zinchenko over Shaw. I don't agree, but I'll let you have it.
Yeah, I think Zinchenko's got more to his game than Luke Shaw.
I could say that about Dalot over Timber and Ben White.
Yeah, but who did we go with right back?
Timber.
Timber
I
got
let you
right
have
back, right? Okay. So obviously, if this 11 can't play together, because if it was an 11 I was putting out on the pitch, I would have put Timber and Zinchenko and both players I can come inside.
Go on,
but
that's fine. And you've got Zinchenko.
Okay, you've got
Zinchenko's
three. I've got two at the moment.
Zinchenko's he's the way he rolls inside and plays midfield, the way
Mm.
Arsenal play, is perfect for the way you lot play in that sense.
Thank you. You got three. I got two.
Yeah.
This position's gonna be the most interesting one.
No, this is.
It's the
okay, go
holding midfielder.
Okay.
You've got Casemiro. We've got
Partey.
Declan Rice and Thomas Partey. Either or.
I think right now you got to go Casemiro, and I think Partey and Declan Rice would agree with me. Right now, in a couple of years, Declan might change that, but right now, Casemiro, bro.
I want to argue this so bad.
Go on,
And
then.
I was a lot last season. Last season I was when we had, obviously, before we had Declan Rice, it was Partey, Casemiro, Rodri. Rodri won that. He ran away with it. I started off the season saying Partey.
This season now.
Last season. I started off the season I just
So
finished.
before a ball was kicked, you said Partey before Casemiro.
No, not before a ball was kicked. Around when
Christmas.
Casemiro came in around Christmas, yeah. When we were flying, Partey. At that point, we were screaming. We were screaming.
I'm losing a lot of respect for your channel right now.
But let me finish. You can see on the channel as well. I conceded defeat at one point in the season. I said, "Hey,
You saw the light.
I got to put my hands up." Yeah, I saw the light.
Good,
I said, "I got to put my hands up." On the channel, I did say it.
Respect's back.
I said Casemiro is. I had to look at it and I was like, "This man is class, man. Casemiro is unbelievable." Talk to us about Casemiro and why you think he's the top in his position.
He's just complete. What he's great at is it's not the stuff that's just glaring to the eye. It's the little details in the game. He knows when to stop the game, slow it down. He knows when to make fouls. He knows how to protect the back four. He knows how to transition the ball from back to front. Every facet of his game, he's got high level. We didn't even know that he could pass the ball over varying distances because he never done that at Real Madrid. He's shown that he can do that as well. So not only defensively is he supreme, he's actually phenomenal with the ball as well when need be. So I just feel that with his experience, with what he's achieved in the game, but also what you're still seeing today, I think he's still head and shoulders above.
I do think, I agree with everything you said. And you know how you said he's doing things you haven't seen him even do at Madrid? Is that because you think he's got more license to, because he hasn't got Kroos and Modric, where usually you just supply them and they'd be the ones to spray the ball. They'd be the ones.
That's intelligence. He's saying, I know that Toni Kroos and Modric can do more with the ball than me, and he's probably looking around at Man United and thinking, I've probably got to do a bit more because there isn't a Toni Kroos and a Modric around.
At the same time, do you think that's why he's getting more bookings and more red cards? Because he doesn't have the Kroos and Modric.
He's always got
the
red
extra
cards.
work. He's got to.
He's always had red cards. You know that.
I feel like it's gotten worse at Man United.
Maybe.
Or maybe because it's Premier League, we see it more.
And the Premier League's faster.
Yeah, true.
It's faster, so he's getting to things maybe a little bit late, adjusting to the pace of the game. But he needs to clean that up because that affected his season last season.
Okay, cool.
Are you going for holding midfield?
I'll give you Casemiro.
Okay,
I'll give you Casemiro.
Cool.
I know we're losing. I'm not happy about this, but no, I'm still confident. I'm not because we went DM. We went Casemiro. I say we went Casemiro versus Partey. So I think if we're playing next season, our best midfield is Partey in the defensive mid. Maybe Rice more forward. So I'm still putting Rice forward in this category. We've got two other.
So you think Rice plays there instead of Havertz?
Yes. I think our best midfield is Partey, Rice, and Odegaard.
Okay.
With on paper, where we go right now, what Arteta does is different. But what I think on paper, that's our best midfield. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I've not even watched you lot in pre-season, so I don't know.
Yeah, in pre-season, though, we did against United. We played Havertz there. We played Rice, Havertz, and Odegaard. But I think on paper, this is what our best midfield is because obviously at that time, I think we're still thinking whether Partey's leaving or not. But against Barcelona, Partey started.
Because this is what I think, right? You spent 65 million on Havertz and 100 million on Declan Rice.
Yep.
Do you think either of them don't play? Do you think you start the season and Havertz is on the bench? I think Declan Rice plays.
Yeah.
Do you think Havertz starts on the bench?
Yeah. I think Havertz is more being brought in. Of course, he'll play a lot of minutes, but I think now the way football is now, I think minutes values higher than starts. I think nowadays because there's 5 subs, especially different to your times when it was 3, so it's 5 subs. There's multiple competitions, so even if you see the Man City formula of Pep, they had so much players. They got more than 11 starters, but everyone seems kind of happy.
They have their moments.
You know, because they all get minutes. They all get
that only works when you win.
It's true. But we won a lot last season.
You won what?
Games.
Oh, right.
We won a lot of games last season.
Oh, you threw me. Like, I thought you said you won a lot.
No, I was like
He was having a Joel moment.
We were winning a lot. We were winning a lot last season. You know, we're top of the league for what? 90-something% of the season.
Not when it mattered.
I know, exactly. But like I said, we were winning a lot of games last season, so everyone was happy. But now I think Havertz's been brought in. He's going to get a lot of minutes. He can play in multiple positions, more attacking.
So who are you putting on the in the midfield, one of those two advanced?
So who are you putting forward? The two. Mount and Bruno?
For Man United, it'd be Mount and Bruno, stroke Eriksen's, but Mount and Bruno.
Rice and Odegaard.
Odegaard has to go in.
100%.
100%.
And so does Declan Rice.
I think that Bruno goes in. Who created more chances than Bruno in the whole of the Premier League last season? No one.
Odegaard's 100% in, yeah? Cool, done.
Yeah.
Finished, finito.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
This ain't about styles of players, about who should be in there as players.
Yeah, but remember what I said about if we're lining these players up
And
on the
influence on their
pitch, you
team.
can't play Odegaard and Bruno. But we're not doing that, so... So it's... Yeah, but Declan Rice...
and it pains me not to put Declan in
How could he not be in this
because we
team?
don't know what he's going to be yet. That's my big point with Declan. We don't know what he's going to be, but you're putting him up against Man United's arguably the most influential player in the last 3 years, Bruno. If you're going to play in that
that's
position.
facts, that's true.
And you've got Odegaard, who's the Arsenal captain, who was arguably the best player for Arsenal last season. How does Declan Rice go in above them two right now before a ball's kicked?
He doesn't. The way he said it, he doesn't. No, because it's no. The thing is, what you got about now?
What's your midfield then?
What are you upset about now? What player?
I need to know. What's your midfield then?
You know what? I switched off at one point. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. But if you ask me, three in midfield, you should have Partey. I would play
Ahead of
Yeah, 'cause
Casemiro.
I have to.
Ahead of Casemiro. See?
Wait.
You can't be wrong and strong.
All right, cool. For the sake of this platform, because it's different from five, you gotta go Casemiro, Odegaard, and Bruno. You have to. I know it's difficult.
So what are you moaning at then?
No. But just in general, like I just don't think you've been. Everything's about okay. You've got to fight harder.
Yeah, but I'm gonna fight for the ones that I actually.
Do you know what he isn't?
Casemiro's got to go in.
He's not wrong and strong.
I just don't think your arguments have been very strong here. Like I think even you almost let him have Shaw over Zinchenko, Timber. I don't know how he's got into the team. Did you pick Saliba?
I put Saliba forward, but at the end we agreed with Varane.
Why? Varane.
He then said who's at their best day, on their best day, who's better?
His argument was on their best day, who's better?
That's what I'm saying.
Right now.
On their best day, who's better?
Right now, Saliba. We've seen Varane on his best day at Man United, and he ain't been shining like that. He hasn't.
On his best day, you
On
got
his
to
best day,
take
he hasn't been
Varane.
shining.
If you're playing a Champions League final and you're on his best day,
you're going
on past 5 times
Rio.
Champions
this
League
is what I'm
winner.
saying, see? You're going on achievements. We're not doing achievements. He said on their best day. And right about now, their levels of football, right, is completely different. On their best day,
So he's saying if you just
Saliba's
give your
about-
best day, forget form or whatever, if you put the best version of Varane forward today against the best version of Saliba today, Varane comes out on top.
No,
It's
he
a fact.
doesn't. It's a Saliba. That's like that. That's really unfair that you're pushing the trophy thing. You know.
No, I'm not
It's
mentioning the trophy that bit. I was
you
messing
didn't
about
mention
there.
the
I was
trophy.
messing about there. But I went, if
But I
you
did list the
put the
trophy
best
stuff.
version of Saliba versus
ahead
the
of
best version of Varane, forget trophies, which one are you taking?
But when you say best version of Varane, you talking about Varane 10 years ago?
You said
No,
the
Man
best,
United
their best
Varane.
form, their best form. You said
Right
their best
now.
form.
Right now.
You
The
didn't
best
say that.
form, like currently. That's what I was saying. though.
This is how you argue. This is how you get them to back down.
Hey. No, I still think I'd take Varane. I'm sorry, I would.
Go on, forward.
All right, so okay, we've agreed. Okay, Bruno gets in, Odegaard gets in. Saka right wing, 100%.
Yeah.
You're
That's
not,
the
you're
bit-
not
that's
putting forward
Saka-
Anthony.
Saka-
You're not putting.
Saka,
Anthony.
no, I've never ever disputed that. I've never ever said that Anthony's the finished article or anywhere near where we want him to be yet. A lot of work to do there for Anthony. Saka,
100%.
100%.
No
That's
doubt.
the quickest decision for me in this whole thing.
Okay, cool. Up front, you haven't got anyone that's going to go.
Centre
up front.
forward.
Yeah. You haven't got anyone that's
Jesus.
gonna go up front.
Jesus.
Jesus, yes. Facts.
Just get changing a few.
See? Yeah, we don't know how it's going to be.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Højlund yet.
We don't know how it's going to be. It sounds like Haaland.
It's like Timber. We don't know where he's going to be by yet.
I'll take Ben White anyways.
It's kind of what you did there. You know?
What?
You kind of like put in Timber there.
Yeah.
We ain't really seen him play in the Premier League.
It's wild, wild.
That is mad. That's like...
I gave him 2 options. I said, I don't mind. Ben White, I said last season was best right back, bar Trippier. Left wing.
I like Martinelli, but I've got to go Rashford this year. I love Martinelli. I think Martinelli could end up world class.
100%.
I think he's a huge talent. I spoke to Arteta when he first got in the team and he played Bournemouth away. I'd done the game, and I said to him after watching the game, "What's this kid like?" Martinelli? He said, "Rio, special, really special." So I think he's great, but I just think that right now, Rashford has to go in before him.
I mean, I agree with you. I can't. You got to try and debate that one.
I think that was the most serious purple patch that I've seen in
his career
in a long time. I would say from most players, to be fair, like that was high up. At one point, you could almost say, but obviously Haaland's like a number 9, but at one point you could say he was the best forward in the world.
Who?
At one point, Rashford last season.
No.
Who? I'm telling you, there was no one doing it better than him.
He's tops up there, but like...
No, the purple patch. I'm not talking about him as a player in general. That form that he was given at one point was the best in the world.
Don't know, bro. When you got man like Mbappe and you got man like Vinicius Jr. hanging about...
I think it seemed that way because of the whole...
Vinicius, he was playing well, but it weren't Rashford well. You're looking at those players...
At that specific time.
No.
Specific period.
Wait. Rashford, it's different. Rashford was scoring goals. He wasn't necessarily playing well in all these games, by the way. I watched a lot of these games. He was banging goals in, but for large periods in games, you weren't seeing him. And I said that one of the demands for me this season, after he signed his new deal, was I want to see the goals and the performance consistently over and sustained. That was my big thing. So, like, in terms of, like, listen, Vinicius and Mbappe were laying people down every week. Like, not every week, but they were doing bits. They were, like, more than just goals.
I kind of don't count Mbappe, period. You know, like Mbappe and Haaland, they're moving like Messi and Ronaldo. So when I kind of don't really mention them because no one can doubt Mbappe. But yeah,
their numbers are crazy. Their numbers are crazy. But yeah, I know you're trying to say that specific period of time, Rashford was, but I think it was like obviously it was great. He was scoring every single game, but like Rio said, he wasn't playing well every single game. So and because he was scoring every single game, it seemed like a movement because the celebration was going with it. Every time he scored, it was big on the internet. Other athletes were doing celebrations, so everything was just made even bigger. Yeah. So then it was just like, it was Rashford mania those couple months. Yeah, he was going crazy, but yeah, I agree. He wasn't even just week in, week out playing unreal.
If Rashford, I just think he could be so unplayable, yeah, and how explosive he is. I said this on the channel the other day. If he should have defenders come off the pitch, go and bring in their mates and other left backs in the league. Sorry, other right backs in the league, and saying, just make sure you're ready when you play Rashford in a couple of weeks. Because I know I've just seen the fixtures and you're playing him, and mate, he tore me up, man. So I don't know how you're going to stop him. Like that's what he should be generating through performance and goals, because I think he's that good. He's got that in his locker.
I think last season that was probably happening. If I'm honest.
I don't see why. Because I think on the other, if you put it the other way, I think that conversation from a defender to a defender last season was like, you know what, I had him locked down, you know, but then he just come up with a mad goal out of nowhere. Like it was just like that happened more often than someone saying like he tortured me the whole game.
Okay, I hear that. I do hear that.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But I feel like his performances were a little bit better than you're giving him credit for.
No, sorry. If it come across like that, I don't mean it to. I think, listen, I still think he was devastating. He was devastating in small moments, So
you want a night, but there's not a lot of players that can do that in the world, though.
I know, but we're talking about being elite, and the elite ones do that.
They do. Hey,
I'm the only player that I can think of. Mbappe, yeah, but that's a high. You're talking
but we're talking
someone.
Vinicius Jr.
Vinny does it, yeah.
Vinny
he has people on ropes.
Vinny has people on ropes, but Vinny gets a lot wrong that people don't see. You know, there's a few
tries
attempts in there.
But if he's that's like throwing mud at the wall. That's like he does 10 times and he might be doing it 5.
I think the Premier League's different. I think people you don't get the same freedom to.
So why was Ronaldo when he was there doing it, when he was smashing it? Hazard was tearing it down.
Yeah, I think Hazard got
Players
away with it.
can
He
do
was
that.
allowed.
There are players that do it.
But you're talking about players that
Salah.
got higher quality
Salah.
than Rashford, though, man.
No, but we're talking about him being
Salah.
the elite.
So what are you saying, that you think he can be as good as
He
those
has
players?
all of the attributes to be as good as those guys. I'm not maybe not Mbappe,
Yeah.
but he has all the attributes to go elite.
Look what Salah, especially Salah. Look what Salah's done. And the numbers
Over
he's pulled.
4 years.
Exactly, since 2018 till now. Rashford has the same kind of tools that Salah has.
He could do it.
I think that Salah doesn't have this flary, crazy, skillful, like Hazard ability. Rashford doesn't either. But
No, but they're different players.
no,
though,
I know
man.
they're different players. I'm not saying they're the same player.
No,
I'm
but
saying
Salah
what
plays on
Salah's
the
done,
right.
why can't Rashford do that? Obviously, the opposite
Yeah.
sides.
I
But
agree.
Salah's left foot. Do you not get what I'm trying to say, though?
No, because you're complete. I can't get past the type of players that you're talking about here.
No,
No,
what
but
do you
what I'm
mean? What do you
saying
mean? I
is
don't understand.
Because Salah's style is very direct. It's almost robotic.
So is
Do you know what I
Rashford's
mean?
not robotic and direct?
No,
Is
not the
Rashford
same.
like a silky player, though?
Rashford can weave in and out
He
with the
can- he
side
can do his
steps.
step over
No,
But
but
he's
when
like-
Rashford scores his goals, he's devastatingly direct.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
he
a
can
direct.
be. He's got a bit more. He's
Like-
got
like
more to his
Salah.
game than Salah.
Of course.
Yeah,
He's got
but
that side,
but
but-
they're similar positions, and their output, like the output Salah has been putting out for all these years is crazy. Like if we're talking about being elite level, Rashford's got to get to them type of numbers,
Okay, yeah, I hear.
and being able to take a game away from a team easy with some big moments in the games.
Boy, now he's got the new contract, and you know,
I think
United
he can.
are-
That's the thing. I hope he will, but I think he really can because he's got. If he was going to build a prototype of a modern day player in that position,
It's
Rashford
him.
comes
It's
out as a
him.
computer.
Yeah, it's him.
100%.
He comes
It's him.
out. It comes out as Rashford.
It's
Everything.
him. I'm not arguing. I think he's definitely the man. I'll be very interested to see how he goes this season, and especially if you're looking at that position, you're probably looking at other players as well, like Grealish. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm interested to see who would you say had a better season last year. Grealish, take away trophies. I know it's hard to say, but if you look at performance-wise,
The thing is that the ask and the want from the manager
you're right.
on those players is very different.
You're right.
Like they're not asking for numbers from
Grealish.
Grealish. They're asking for a particular way of playing.
You're right.
Whereas Rashford, they've got a number 9 that don't score.
Yeah.
So you need him to score goals.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Rashford's like the United's franchise player as well now, as well, especially with, like I said, with the new contract and stuff. So he needs next season to pull like those numbers, but for the whole season, not just purple patch. It's got to be the whole season.
Rashford
you
needs
guys
to get 20 Premier League
Yeah.
goals, and then obviously
can
more.
do it.
I think he can do
I
it.
think he can.
do it.
I think he can do it, but it's just how you set up, especially the team around him, the forward line, all that stuff, and you never know. I mean, you've got talented players.
Do you think Arsenal finish above Man United?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That was-
Come on.
Yeah, 100%.
How many players? How many
100%.
players did we have in the team compared to you there?
Okay, but then the final one
I'm
is,
only
this is
asking.
why, this is the difference. The final one of the combined team is Arteta versus Ten Hag. And this is why we're going to finish above you.
Well, you
Because
think
it's Mikel
Arteta's better?
Arteta.
Yeah, I got some questions about Ten Hag this season.
Do you think
I'm just
Arteta's
waiting.
better manager than Art?
He's better, yeah, he's better coach.
He did. I think
He's better- he's better
I think he
coach.
improves players better
Yeah.
than Ten Hag.
What? So you're disregarding totally what Ten Hag done at Ajax?
Yes.
I'm not disregarding it, but I'm not disregarding like he is, but I'm just saying I'm not thinking about it.
I was a bit harsh there, innit? But I think Arteta's ability, ask Pep will tell you. Do you know what I mean? Like, his ability to coach players. That's why these players are coming from
Yeah,
City.
but Ten Hag's ability to coach an Ajax team that should never get anywhere near the Champions League semi-final, he
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah.
Villarreal
And he
got
won
to the
leagues.
semi-final Champions League
Who?
2 years ago. Villarreal.
Who was their manager?
Emery? Was it Emery? No, it wasn't Emery. I don't know who the manager
But I'm
was.
saying to do that,
Unless it
you've
was,
got
I
to
don't know.
you've got to be some type of manager. Like you can't be just any man.
We're not
Get in your
saying that.
team
We said who's better.
to win leagues, to win cups
Yeah, he did say
consistently,
that, but
and to get your team
Steve
to finals.
McLaren won leagues in the Dutch league and probably didn't have the best team. So it's not to say that he's not a good. He was obviously a very good coach for at United. Assistant like manager at United.
Oh, Steve
But
McLaren, yeah.
it's easier to do that in that league, is what I'm saying.
Especially with
It's
Ajax.
way easier.
Especially with
But
Ajax.
I'm just saying that with a team domestically, he went to Champions League semi-final, bro,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
with young team
Yeah.
who he coached, young players. Frankie De Jong, no one really knew about him.
No.
My man coached him. The centre back, the lit.
The Ligt.
Went
Went
to
to
They had a
Juventus on the
good
back
team.
of
These
it.
guys.
Van der Beek ain't been the same player
Mm.
since he left Ajax.
Yeah, he did really well. He did really well at Ajax, and I
Like-
think he's a top. I think
We'll
he's
see.
I
We'll
think
see.
he's elite.
Yeah, we'll see. But I still reckon for me, Arteta's still
That's what I'm saying. For me,
In the
Arteta
Premier
was
League,
one.
you got to say Arteta, but my man's only had 1 year,
exactly.
so I'll give you Arteta
Yeah.
Thank
we'll
you.
take
for
that.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's
you
going to be forever.
got Timber, you got
Zinchenko,
you've got Odegaard,
Saka, Jesus,
and
Arteta.
So 6-all.
6-all, including the manager.
Including the manager. So out of players, Man United more players than
But
Arsenal.
who's managing them? Who's the manager?
Yeah, it's important.
Mikel Arteta.
Who's your coach underneath that?
As in like...
McLaren's better than all your coaches.
Who've you got McLaren? Who's Benny
Who's your
McCarthy?
owner? No, you win that. You win that.
Josh Kroenke's killing it. All right, that's it. That's our combined 11 going into next season. When
can I come on your show again, man?
No, you need to.
I need to come in your office, though.
For sure. Come. That's what I'm saying. I'll come here. I'll come back
He
here
was supposed to be having a show on 5. What happened to that?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Now that I've been here, I'm gonna come back more.
Yeah, you need to.
You like that, man.
Just invite me.
100%.
We ain't even getting invites to the live shows though, Sharky. How are you gonna?
Yeah, you came in and said I had a live show and we were sitting there going, right, the invitation got lost.
You know?
I'm sorry, it's gonna happen again. Don't worry, we'll have another live show, bigger venue this time. These two will be there, so trust me. That's another reason for you guys to buy tickets now, because I promote it as these two
come on
there.
now.
So, thank you for everyone who did come. But that was our combined 11 for Arsenal United going to next season. Leave a comment below who your combined 11 would be. If you think I was a bit too nice giving Rio some of the players, if you think Rio was a bit too nice giving me some of the players, let us know. Have the debate in the comments. Like I said, guys, as well, Vibe with 5 back 14th of August on a Monday.
14th of August, loads of people on the channel.
Monday, 5 o'clock. Loads of superstars coming on the channel. Loads of great content, loads of series. Make sure you stay tuned.
There we go. See you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.